What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. CDK Boxing. Let's talk boxing, man. What's up, man? Let's talk about Earl, the Truth Spence Jr., man. I hate this for Earl Spence, man. I really wanted to see Earl, get an opportunity to get back in the square circle and do his thing one more time. But what's happening, man, the fight's been canceled. Now, we can come up with all type of reasons, but Earl Spence has said it best, and you can't argue with what Earl said. Earl said they are taking away my best years. PBC, man, is having a problem right now with promotion and far as getting the money for these fights. And we've heard Tank say it, and we now see it from Earl Spence. For a long time now, I've heard people say that Al Heyman was giving these people, parts of their money. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. So I'm gonna say allegedly. But I've been hearing for a long time that, he was doing things like, uh your purchase 1.5 million. Think about this now. Earl Spence, we definitely know was putting, people in these seats. You're gonna give me 1.5 million, but in talking about I get my money on the back end and all that. No, that don't work like that, man. I hate this for Earl Spence. I wanted to see the fight with Fundora. I wanted him to move to 154. I hope Earl doesn't give up. And what I really truly hope is this right here. If you're not going to let Earl Spence, man, fight Fundora, let him out of his contract. Let Earl Spence move on and do something different. Now I got to get into something. I didn't talk about it yesterday, and I definitely forgot, man. It was on my mind, and I meant to bring this subject up because I got the opportunity to, man, shout out to my guy BVO, BVO Boxing, I think it's LLC. Man, go check him out anytime, man. This man stay going live and stay doing his thing, and that's my brother. And I love and support that channel, just like I support Green Light Sport Mitch. 3 other channels I support, but I support those that support me. Let's talk about this, man, right here. Uh, David Benavidez has been for a minute now saying, that David Morrell took steroids. We've heard it over and over and over. Now, some people are saying that he's scared, but I'm gonna say this right here. David Benavidez definitely ain't scared, folks. And I'm gonna tell you why, and it's easy to see. Like I tell you all the time, when you've been boxing all your life, you're not scared to get in there with that square circle with nobody, no other man. David Benavidez is cautious, and he understands the threat that is in front of him. It's already, man, gonna be a tough fight. I definitely don't need you doing anything, man, that can make the fight tougher. Now, the reason that David Benavidez is making these accusations is because other fighters have came forward and claimed the same thing, saying that David Morrell didn't want to be drug tested. We've heard it all, man. You know what I'm saying? And saying that he doesn't, allow VADA to test him. So if that's true, what is the problem? Now, I got David Benavidez winning this fight. You know what I'm saying? David Morrell, man, we know his background. He has a great amateur background. He hasn't had a lot of professional fights, but come from that Cuban background, that school or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we know the guy's tough and we know the guy can fight. But I truly believe that this is going to be a fight that David Benavidez goes in there and takes care of business. If you're going back and watching their last fights, both of them went up to 175 pounds since they couldn't get no smoke with Canelo. They both went to 175. They both had fights at 175. Man, David Benavidez fought ex-world champion, a guy with only one loss, and he lost that fight to Arthur Beterbiev, and he was giving Arthur trouble up until, Arthur took over that fight. So David didn't fight no cupcake. David Benavidez also said he had hand problems in that fight. Both his hands was injured. He didn't have the power, and he wasn't able to do what he wanted to do, so he fought a different style of fight. So I'm ready to see how David Morrell handles this pressure. Now, what I can say, the keys to victory for David Morrell. This is what I see and what I think. In order to beat David Benavidez, first off, you're gonna have to get his respect. He's been fighting smaller opponents and he's been running through those opponents. We know that without a doubt. David Benavidez, man, you know what I'm saying? Comes straight forward. He puts a lot of pressure on you. He throws a lot of punches. I think, man, with David Morrell having the power that he has, he's gonna have to punch with David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? When he's punching, you're gonna have to be punching too. Let your hands go. But I think also counter. You got to counter David Benavidez and catch him with a good shot. Hit him with something, man, to make him respect you, make him back up, and make him think twice about throwing those 15 and 20 punch combinations because that's what he usually does. But I think, man, that's what I'm kind of scared of with this fight. I think David Morrell has the power to actually hurt David Benavidez, to actually make him say, hey, hold on, I can't let my hands go like that. I got to be a little cautious. And if he can do that, he could actually win this fight. I truly think this is a 50-50 fight. Now, don't get me wrong. I get an edge to David Benavidez because of the experience. But I think this is a fight, man, where we can see David Benavidez actually lose. Now, I'm hearing that Canelo Alvarez wants to be two-time undisputed at 168 pounds. That would mean that David Benavidez would definitely maybe have to go back down to 168. I think David Benavidez, I don't know if he'll relinquish his title or not at 168, but this might be the opportunity for David Benavidez to get the chance to fight Canelo if he handles business against Morrell, or for Morrell. Either one of these guys got a chance to fight Canelo. Now, the problem is, if you get the opportunity, what's going to be the stipulations? Is Canelo going to have these guys where they can't rehydrate up to 100 and maybe 10 pounds over the 168-pound weight limit? What is he going to do? I see Canelo Alvarez throwing a lot of stipulations in that fight. I'm telling you that right now. Shout out to Mill City Boxing, another channel I watch and support. I seen Coach Kenny on there, and I heard Coach Kenny say something that I don't agree with, and a lot of times I don't agree with Coach Kenny. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Sometimes I'm gonna tell you, man, people can know boxing and not know boxing, and I'm gonna tell you what I mean. There are some people that've been around boxing all their life, but they'll still come up with these crazy statements, and if it's a casual fan, they'll catch it and won't know no better. But me not being a casual and being around boxing all my life, I'm gonna break down something that Coach Kenny said. Coach Kenny said that yes, Terrence Crawford don't have to hurt Canelo Alvarez, that he can box just as good as Floyd Mayweather and get the job done. Well, here's the difference between Floyd Mayweather, Coach Kenny, uh, and Terrence Bud Crawford. Terrence Bud Crawford doesn't have the defensive side of his game like Floyd Mayweather does. Floyd Mayweather's defense is second to none, man. There's Floyd Mayweather, Sweet Pea Whitaker. Those guys got that type of defense, man. Very elusive, very hard to hit. Uh, Terrence Crawford, sometimes his defense is his offense. You know what I mean? He's very good at countering, but the thing is, he also gets hit a lot. Terrence Crawford can be hit, and I just don't see him. Another thing that you're leaving out, Coach Kenny. Canelo Alvarez was 23 years old when he fought Floyd Mayweather. You're acting like, you're acting like this is the same Canelo Alvarez. It's not. Let's stop acting like the Canelo Alvarez, the Floyd Mayweather fought was better than the one now, because he ain't. That Canelo, man, Alvarez, the Floyd fought at 23, would have lost a whole lot of fights in these days. Canelo Alvarez is a different fighter. He's much smarter. Punches much harder. Another thing that Coach Kenny left out, and it's got to be said, 152 pounds, right? 152 pounds is what Floyd and the catch weight of what Floyd and Canelo fought at. Guess what? Terrence Crawford is going to be fighting at 168 pounds, folks. That's a big difference. I don't understand why Coach Kenny is leaving out these things or why he's not saying that. But those are things you got to think about, people. I just want everybody to understand, man. It's a different day and age. Canelo's a different fighter. Terrence Bud Crawford's a different fighter. But I'm ready to see that fight. I ain't going to hold y'all up too long today. I got to go to my son's. Man, he getting an award. My son's a very smart young man. I'm so proud of him. So I wanted to give my son a shout out, man. Logan, my son, Logan Damon Kelly. I love you, son, and keep doing what you're doing. Dad is proud of you. This is CDK Boxing. Like, subscribe, and comment to my channel. I'm out.